We got Blaine Gilmer on the line from Recruiting Every Second, focusing on the SEC, and Blaine's going to join us on a regular basis and be a tremendous addition to what we do here at the Voice of College Football, and you can track his platform there at recruiting_SEC. All right, the line play in the top recruits that are still available right now, it just shows the tremendous depth, especially along the defensive line. Now, here's an offensive lineman in Gabriel Brownlow-Dindy, number 1 rated player in the state of Florida, 4th nationally. And he's looking at the list I've got here, Blaine, right now is Florida, Texas A&M, Ohio State, Clemson, and Oklahoma. But the crystal ball is saying Oklahoma. That's what I'm hearing. But but has been posted online. But there's certainly a narrative when you look at who he's looking at, but where he's from, Lakeland, Florida.
Yeah, I told you when you sent emailed this list over, and we were kind of thinking about it. I was like, the thing that jumps out is that he's not just a slam dunk to the University of Florida and Dan Mullen, because that is something that Florida fans. I had David Waters from Gators Breakdown on my show. You've had David on your show. That's something that Florida fans are getting extremely frustrated with, is that the top talent in the state of Florida is not making its way to Gator country. They're not finding their way to the swamp, especially in the trenches. Offensive line has been a problem. Defensive line, they've had a little bit more success with, but a guy like Lakeland, Florida, you like Arian Smith, who is up in University of Georgia, just ran a 10-100 meter for Georgia on their track team and is going to be a tremendous receiver for him this fall. He's from Lakeland High School. That guy should be slam dunk to go to Florida, especially if you think back to the Urban Meyer and Steve Spurrier days. I mean, they're locking down all those guys, getting top 2-3 classes. Not happening anymore with Dan Mullen. They're finishing anywhere from 9th to 14th in classes. So I think the SEC program that may have the best shot with him would be A&M. But like you said, of course, Oklahoma is strong there. Ohio State is high on him as well. So that's kind of what's going on in that young man's recruitment at this moment. But I just wanted to pass that note along on Florida there.
And just to continue on the point that you're making there, Blaine, it's one thing when Miami and Florida State in their heyday were beating Florida in the recruiting game at times, but it's another thing, another level when, okay, Georgia's coming down, they're winning more recruiting wars in Florida than the Gators are, and then, of course, Alabama. Then it's another thing when I don't know that Ohio State's not signing more elite 5 stars and high 4 stars in the state of Florida than the University of Florida is. And now when I see Oklahoma, you used to never see Oklahoma on an offer list and a wish list for a top player in the state of Florida. That's some serious stuff. And again, Dan Mullen on the field has done a nice job, and he certainly knows how to scheme a passing game as good as anybody. But, man, if you're not bringing in top-level players to compete against Georgia, sure, a 9 to 14 recruiting class year after year after year is going to produce a lot of 9-3 teams, and that's okay depending on where you are. But Gator fans, they want to compete with Georgia for SEC championships.